All right, Pete. This is your first session. Okay, so take a look at where your hips are relative to your knees. And I know we talked about this, but your hips are sitting kind of down, kind of low. I want you to sit up a little bit. You can't really see your feet in this angle of camera, but your feet are behind your knees. And I know we talked about that too. I just want to reiterate that so it's fresh in your mind. When your feet are behind your knees, you're losing lift on your upper leg, and it's making you go backwards, which makes you lean back more with your back to try to recover that lift and try to keep yourself from backsliding. So releasing your feet forward, although it might feel kind of funny because you're used to walking and not sit flying, it's what you need to do. Okay. Hopefully you're going to be able to see that your right foot is you're duck walking with your right foot. Your toes are pointed towards the camera. It's not happening with your left foot, and that's going to eventually give you a headache. It's going to make you want to turn. So hopefully you'll notice a recurring theme of your first move being backwards. It's going to have a lot to do with your feet, your heel position relative to your knee, because otherwise your body position really isn't too bad. I don't like it that you're sitting down so low, and I want to get that upper leg to a level position, which means your hips and your knees are in line, but otherwise not too bad. Your head should be back a bit more, or quite a bit more. The back of your head, the back of your head is almost in line with your stomach, and it needs to go really far back so that from your butt through the back of your head there's a smooth arch. That doesn't mean that you want to look up at the top, but your chin needs to go back and your chin needs to go up at the same time. Okay, so trying to tell you to keep your feet quiet, and your adjustments are too big. So when you feel like you need to adjust things, those adjustments need to be smaller. And this is just like every other body position where you adjust too much, and then you finally realize that your adjustments need to be small. Hopefully that knowledge will carry through to your head down, because it's going to be even worse with your head down, where the adjustments are going to have to be really, really small because the wind speed's so high. Okay, so trying to get you into the right position before you lift off. This part where you sit down, it's going to be much easier if you keep your hands straight as you get your butt into the right position. Straight, by straight I mean straight above your head, rather than trying to lift off before you're ready. So taking a dock. Now we talked about your elbow position. It's easier if you put your elbow down and reach forward to take the dock, but then you can get lift out of your arm if you let your elbow come up. So sort of turn your elbow towards your body, there you go, and then lift it up. Okay, so your first move is still backwards. I want you to try and come forward. Good, but you're still going backwards, Pete. I know you came back forward, but I want your first move to be either up or a little bit forward. I know you had difficulty with this left-handed dock. It's okay. Maybe your right hand will be stronger, but you'll get used to your left too. It looks totally, other than that, looks totally fine. Your left-handed dock. So, I know that we haven't been in the tunnel together for a while, but I would love to see, whenever you're tired from sit flying, we can go right back to your back flying and get this kind of stuff cleaned up. And before you start any head down, your back flying is going to have to be pretty good. You're going to need to be able to fast fly on your back at a fast wind speed. Because when you bail from your head down, you're going to be in fast wind on your back. Good. You just kind of move straight up. You can see that your feet came back and you started going backwards right away. And again, I just want to say that those adjustments are too big. And I just said that in the tunnel is you need to make small adjustments. Now, you want to sit your butt all the way down before you start presenting your arms. Otherwise, you're going to get drive and lift going forward that you're not really prepared for. Good, good, good. Other than standing up at the end, that was good. You want to come down in a sit by relaxing your arms. You don't want to stop yourself by standing up because that's going to make your forward drive much worse, much stronger. You're going to do it again right there. Don't stand up. Okay, that was better coming down to the net. You still had a little bit of standing up in there, but relaxing your arms will let you come back to the net in a sit. You don't have to reach for the net with your feet. Nice. Look at the line on your side of your leg. You're sitting up a little bit high. Like that upper part of your leg to be level before you lift off. Good. Yeah, what I just said in there was don't arch, and it was just right at the end of that flight that you sort of threw your hips forward and you almost started driving forward. Yeah. All right. Good work. Okay. If you put your chin down to avoid hitting the wall, you're going to hit the wall. So this is at least much better as far as your back flying goes, since the last one, I don't know if it was too high a wind speed or what, but and now I think we're gonna stand up.